video, we are going to see a problem on orthographic projections, for which here we have a question. Figure shows pictorial view of an object. Draw front view, top view, left hand side view if the object lies in first quadrant. If it is in the first quadrant, it means we have to draw it by using first angle method of projection. Now, this is the pictorial view of the object, or we can say the complete object, which is in 3 dimensions. Now, we have to draw the front view. Front view will be drawn looking into this direction X. It means the arrow X which they have given, it is the observer, and from this direction we are going to get the front view. Then we have to draw the top view looking from top, and left hand side view. Since it is by first angle method of projection, in that case we have to look from left hand side and draw it onto the right hand side. Now I'll explain the spacing, and at the same time, before we start any of the problem in orthographic projections, we need to know how much is the total length, height and width. So if we are standing here along X direction, we are going to see the length and height, the total length. If I see here from this location up to the center, the distance is 100 mm. Next, this outer circle is having a diameter of 36. So from this center location up to this, there is the radius of the outer circle, which is 18 mm. So 18 plus 100, the total length is 118. I'll write it down. The total length is 118. Next, the total height. And it is very simple here. The total height is directly given from the bottom to the top. This height is 63 mm. And then the width is 75. The total width here, it is 75 mm. Once we know the total length, height and width, here I'll explain the spacing, that is where to draw front view, top view and side view. Let us get started. Here we have XY line. This is VP and here there is HP. Now, in the question it is mentioned we have to draw left hand side view, and the object is kept in the first quadrant. It means by using first angle method of projection. So the left hand side view will be drawn on right hand side. It means side view will be in VP, and front view and side view, they are adjacent to each other. So front view will be on left side view will be on right side, and top view will be below the front view in HP. It means here in VP we are going to get the front view, top view in HP below the front view, and side view will be adjacent to the front view in VP. So let us get started with the front view. And in case of the front view, we are going to see the length and height, not the width. Length is 118, height is 63. So here I'll draw a rectangle of length 118. Here this is 100, 110, 115, 16, 17 and 18, 118. Then the height is 63 mm. This is the box inside which we should draw the front view. And when we are looking along X direction, the first thing that is visible to us is this portion. This surface I have to draw. Now this surface is having a height of 18 mm and then it is 12 mm extended, that is the length. It goes inside by 6 mm as explained here. Then it is 32 mm length. Again it will come down by 6 mm, and then there is a length of 12 mm up to 18. So I would be drawing this complete block. At first I am drawing a light horizontal line taking a height of 18 mm. A light horizontal line. Then the complete distance or the complete length of this portion is 56 mm. I'll plot it. This is 55 and then 56. Drawing a light vertical line. Next, it is 12 mm from one side and even 12 mm from the other side. Drawing light vertical lines through both the points. This portion is 6 mm upwards given, so measuring 6 mm. Drawing a light horizontal line. Now this is the portion which is visible from the front. Next, when we are looking from the front, this complete cylinder will be visible, but it will look like a rectangle from the front view, and that rectangle now I'm going to draw. For that, it will start from the top. The diameter is 36, so, and the height is 25. So from the top, I'll measure as the diameter is 36 mm, marking this 36 and drawing a light vertical line through it. Then the height is 25 mm, so measuring 25 mm over it. Then this is the cylinder which is visible. At the same time, now where this cylinder will be ending, here the portion is 36 mm ahead. As we can see, this straight portion now I'm going to draw. From the center of the circle, this distance is 36 mm. Next, I'll mark the center of this circle in the diagram where I have drawn it in the form of a rectangle. This is 36 mm. So the center will be at 18 mm. Then from here I have to measure 36 mm to get the straight surface here, which is this straight line will be visible from the direction X as a straight horizontal line. So measuring 36 mm. After this straight portion, now it is inclined and joining up till here. So from the front, it will look something like this, that it will be connected at the extreme end point like this. So this is the portion. Next, here it is connected. As we see, this part of the line is connected to this bottom surface. So here I'll connect it to this bottom surface. So this much part is visible from the front. So whatever is visible, now that I'll make dark first, and then I'm going to draw the hidden portion. So this much part is visible from the front, and when we are looking from the front view, then this surface which I have shaded and this surface which is behind, they are not on the same plane because this portion is ahead, this is behind. So to see that they are different surfaces means there is change of plane in between them. That is why we have a dark line here. Next, here I have drawn this cylinder as a rectangle. Now after this, inside this cylinder there is another circle having diameter 22 mm. That circle will not be visible along x direction. It means it should be drawn hidden, and that will appear as a hidden rectangle. So from this center, I'm marking 11 mm on one side, 11 mm on the other side. That gives me 22 mm as the diameter. Projecting light line. Now this should be the hidden circle inside the cylinder. Center of the cylinder. Then here even we have a hole which is there inside this plate. That also won't be visible along x direction, so we need to draw this hole as a hidden rectangle. Now this hole has a center of at a distance of 28 mm length as we see here. So that center I have to mark. So since this complete surface is of 56 length, so taking the half of that, which is 28 mm, drawing a light line, this indicates the center line. This circle is having a diameter of 12 mm, so measuring 6 mm on one side, 6 mm on the other side, that gives me 12 mm. light vertical line, light vertical line, and then making it dark. So this is the hidden circle. So here we complete the front view for the given object. Now after completing the front view, we need to draw the top view, and in top view we are here as an observer at the top. Whenever we are looking any object from top, in that case the height of that object will not be visible, but only length and width will be visible. So length of the object, as we see here, length is 118, that can be projected from the front view, and width is 75, that I'll plot it. So first, taking the length downwards, drawing a light line, light vertical line, then the width is 75 mm, so measuring 75, drawing a light horizontal line through it. So this is the rectangle for the top view. Next, if we look the object from top, then about this center line, the object is divided into two equal parts. So it means it is symmetric about this center line. So that center line is nothing but the center of the width, which is 75 mm. That center I am going to mark in the top view. Half of 75, that is 37.5. Drawing this light center line. Now as an observer, when we are looking from top, we need to draw those things first which are closer to the observer. So closer to the observer is this circular surface that I am going to draw first, and for that first I'll project the center. This is the center of the circle which we have to draw it in the top view. Now that will be projected light, it is projected onto this horizontal line. So here we are getting the center, and radius is up to the end. So from this I am going to draw a light circle, measuring this radius and drawing a light circle through it. Next, inside this circle there is another circle which is visible of diameter 22 mm. So I am having the same center, projecting its radius downward. So this hidden line shows the radius of that inner circle. So projecting it light up till here, and then measuring this distance, and then drawing that light circle. Now after I have completed drawing this circle, now looking at the top, this surface is a straight surface having width 12, and it is extended 36 from the center. So that distance from the center is already there in the front view, that I am projecting the distance of the straight surface in the front view, that will be projected down. So this distance is where we are having that straight rib. Now the width of the rib is 12 mm given, so I am going to take 6 mm on one side and 6 mm on the other side. So that gives me the width as 12. Now projecting that with the help of light lines. So I am drawing a light line, very light line through it, connecting it to the circle, very light line connecting it to the circle. So here I am getting that rib portion in the top view, and that rib is extended up to the end as we see here, but since some portion of the rib is straight and the other is inclined, there will be dark line between them. And at the same time, when we are looking from top as an observer, these circles are visible. So I'll project the center of that circle. There are two such circles which are visible in the top view. So projecting them, first getting their centers with the help of a very light line, I am projecting the center of the circles. Next, so now here I'll be marking the center for this small circle, and as we see here, it is located at 28 mm length, that is half of this portion, which is 56, and at 15 mm width. So for that, I'll be marking next the 15 mm distance from one corner and projecting it light with a very horizontal line, a light horizontal line. Then marking 15 mm from the other corner as well, because there are two such circles. Projecting light line. Now these are the centers of the circles which we have to draw, and the radius of the circle we can get it directly because that circle we had drawn hidden in the front view. Now I am taking the radius down, projecting it with the help of a light line. So this is the center, and here we have the radius. Similar circle will be here of the same radius. Now after completing this, when we are looking from top, this line is also visible, that is this complete plate will be visible, or the surface is visible, this one, it will be seen from top. So that surface is a straight line in the front view. I am projecting this line with the help of a light vertical line. In order to avoid any confusion, here first I'll make it dark up to where I have reached. This outline is dark. Then the rib is also dark. As some portion of the rib is straight horizontal and the other is inclined, so there will be change of plane in between them, indicated with the help of a dark line, which is this line. Now we can say that both the ribs are on different planes, so there is dark line in between them. Next, making these circles dark. These small circles also I'll make them dark. Then this plate, which is looking like a line in the front view, that will also be visible. It will be visible only up to this portion because there is rib in between, and this rib, the portion of the plate will be hidden inside the rib. So this much is the visible portion in the top view. Next, when we are looking from top as an observer, there is these cuts are there inside the plate which are not visible from the top, but they will be hidden. So projecting them from the front view, these will be the hidden lines. So this is the complete top view of the given figure. I'll draw the center line. Center line should be medium dark, means compared to the outline it should be little bit less dark. Now after getting the top view, we are going to draw the left hand side view, and for that the direction of viewing is here. We as an observer are standing here. So when we are looking from the side, width and height will be visible, not the length. It means whenever we are drawing side view of any object, only width and height are visible, not the length. And here, as we have to draw it by using first angle method of projection, because object lies in first quadrant, then we have to look from left and draw it on right hand side. So here the side view will be on this right hand side. I am selecting a point here. For side view, I require a line inclined at 45 degree, drawing a light line. Next, as I have explained, in case of side view, we are going to see the width and height. Height can be projected from the front view, means we can get the height of the side view from the front view. So here I have projected the height for the side view. Width we are going to get from the top view, projecting it up to the 45 degree incline line. So here is the width which we have got from the top view, and within this rectangle we need to draw the side view. Now looking from side, this block of height 18 mm is visible, this complete rectangle, so that height will be projected from the front view. Now here I have projected this height of 18 mm which is visible from the side, and width is 75, so this is the width 75 mm. Next, this should be made dark directly because that is close to the observer, it is visible, so can be made dark directly. As we are looking from the left hand side, here we can see this is the center line of the object, and the object gets divided into equal parts with the help of this center line. So I draw the center or project the center from the top view. So this is the center line, and then after this block the rib is visible. Height of the rib we can get it from the front view, so here we have the height of that rib. Next, width we can get it from the top view, so I am projecting the width of the rib. So here is the rib which will be visible from the side view. Next, this cylinder, this surface will be visible from the left hand side and it will appear as a rectangle. Height we can get from the front view and width we can project from top view. Just moving before that, I'll make the rib dark so that we don't have any confusion here regarding which part is dark and which is hidden. Then the cylinder, its height, I am getting it from the front view, width from the top view. So this is the cylindrical part, and I'll make it dark. It will be seen as a rectangle from the side view, and it is crossing the rib as we see here. So where it is crossing the rib, that much portion will be hidden. So this is the cylinder which is visible from the side view, and then after that we can say that whatever the visible part was there that we have already drawn, it is completed. This rib, this portion, cylinder, and this part. Now whatever we have to draw, that will be hidden. Like inside this cylinder there is a circle of 22 mm diameter, so that will be projected from the top view directly. So this is the hidden circle inside the cylinder. Here in the top view, one thing was left, that is this circle, the remaining part of the circle. when we are looking from top, there is another circle at the bottom. So for that, I am completing this as a hidden circle up to this point. This part was left. Now, after that, again, when we are looking from side, left hand side, then these two circles are also hidden. Height we can get from the front view. Their centers and width we'll get from the top view. The circle is there inside this plate, so its height I'll get it from the front view. Then the center of the circle I'll project it from the top view, like here, center of one circle. Then drawing this center line. Next, marking the center line for the other circle as well. So this is the center of the other circle. Next, after this, I'm going to plot the circles here in the side view, taking one projection at a time, because otherwise it will get confusing if we take all the projections together. So we have to take it step by step. And here itself I'll be making it dark so that we can understand. Now the holes are only up to this plate and then the other part of the circle. Projecting it and then making it dark. So here I'll be making, here we have center line, then projecting the other circle, and then directly making it dark here, that is, it is a hidden line. The rib is hidden, as we see here. Rib is connected to the bottom, so this much part of the rib is visible. Otherwise, when it is connected to the bottom, the remaining portion should be hidden. So this line which is coinciding with the rib and the other part should be hidden, so some portion of the rib will be hidden. At the same time, there is this cut here inside the plate. This cut is throughout the width, not visible from the side view, so it will be hidden. So getting that cut, it is throughout the plate in this manner. So here we complete the side view. I am drawing the center line. So after I have completed the front view, top view and side view, I'll give the dimensions to it so that we can complete the drawing. This is 12 mm, 32. This is 56 mm. Here the length is 100 mm. Here this gap is of 6 mm given in the problem. Height of the plate is 18 mm. Total height is 63. Giving the dimensions in the top view as well. Web is having a width of 12 mm. Centers of the small circles are at 15 mm on both the sides. The total width is 75 mm. Circle can be given dimensions in this way. That is diameter 12, and there are two holes. Next, these circles. Inner circle having a diameter of 22 mm. Outer circle having diameter of 36 mm. Next, we can give the dimensions in the side view. Height of this portion 25 mm. Then the rib 12 mm. Next, height of the plate again 18 mm. Total height 63 mm. And with this we complete the problem.